Welcome back to Robot Reviews, everyone. I'm your host, Robot. That's my co-host, J5. And today, we're going to be looking at that alien Romulus container, specimen container, popcorn bucket again. This thing right here. I'm going to be customizing this into a biochemical chamber that Toy Dungeon made. Shout out to Toy Dungeon and IRONWING Collectables. But yeah, I want to turn this into a working biochemical chamber. If you haven't seen the review I did for it, go check it out. I got one of these coming like in January. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to turn this one into a custom biochemical chamber. I got to take off this face hugger. I might take off the logo. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I got to figure it out. But yeah, I want to basically hook this up in front of you guys. I'm going to customize it all in front of y'all. I'm going to show you the stuff that I used to make it. And then I'm just going to go straight into it and make it. So let's check out the stuff that I'm going to use to make it. First off, here's all the things I used. So yeah, I already recorded this and I already did this. So this is a voiceover, but I'm going to pretend like it's we're doing this for the first time. I got the silicone here, waterproof of course, and then I got the check valve, and I got this dog food dish from the, it's the dog food from Blue Buffalo that I'm used for the air compartment. The X-Acto blade, the screwdriver, that's important, I definitely need this. And then I got the scissors, and I got the air pump, and I got your mother. So I decided to take the face hugger off because I just didn't want it on there. And I wanted to go at it professionally, you know, with an X-Acto blade and go at it slow and easy, step by step. But, you know, it was starting to take a while and get on my nerves. So halfway through, I realized I can just yank it out. So that's what I did. I yanked it out. How professional am I? Just yank the shit out. It's like $180 on eBay, whatever. Just yank the shit out. But yeah. It's a little minor wear and tear damage there, nothing too bad. I wasn't mad about it. And then I had to turn it over and unscrew it because I needed to know if I had enough room inside for the dish, which that's going to be the air compartment. So I need to know if I have enough room in there or not. So this has to go, all this has to go. I mean, I'll put it back, but I want to open it up and see the insides and see how much room we're working with. It was a pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie. Because I ain't got nails like that. But eventually I was able to freaking pry this thing open after getting the screws off. And it was pretty simple to open up. And look at this. Look at this. No space. So yeah, there goes the space idea. But I did realize I have enough like space, like as far as the diameter, like the parameter or whatever, like the area. Look at the lights on. The lights on like Christmas. They weren't attached to the top, so that made life easy. And what I decided was I'm going to put it there anyway. But I'm just going to have a gap there and then cover up the gap. So I had to turn on the lighter and, you know, carefully poke a hole through this plastic container here, which is the dog dish again. And this is going to be my air compartment, like I said. Then I decided to drill through the bucket here. It was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, but I got through it. I decided I was going to go inside the 4 notches or the nubs or the screws, whatever you want to call it. So that would stay inside the area that I need for the air compartment. And I had to scrape all these bitches off because, you know, this was not looking good and it was also going to get in the way. And I just wanted to make it look clean and neat somewhat, even though I scratched the shit out of it with the freaking X-Acto blade. But nobody's going to see this. This is going to be on the inside. You're seeing it now, but it don't matter. And yeah, I decided to go ahead and unscrew these bitches open, because now I got to clean all that nasty shit inside that I didn't realize was going to happen. Like there's a gap in between the bottom of this and the bottom of the bucket itself. Like, so I had to clean all this off, then I had to clean this off, and I had to scrape all this off. I was going to use an X-Acto blade to take all this off until I ended up scratching the freaking spots there, and I was like, fuck. It's not too noticeable. You don't see it in the water at all, but I ended up using my nails after that. So the nails came out in handy. I fucked up some of my nail there on my thumb, but it didn't matter. It was worth it. It was worth the cause. And yeah, I put this back on. I screwed it back on tight, but I realized with that gap, I'm not going to be able to let water go through there without there being some kind of leakage. So I need to figure that out. So I decided to figure it out with tubing. I took 4 pieces of tubing that I cut up and I put in each individual hole here. The pieces were kind of small on my first go, so I ended up you know, put in bigger pieces. But here I just carved out all the holes just a little tiny bit bigger with the scissors. And used the screwdriver to poke the plastic into the holes. And then I used my thumbs to just even it out. And then I used a tiny, smaller screwdriver to poke the holes open. That's what she said. But yeah, so I could make sure there's more room to breathe. And then I just repeated the process on all other 3 holes. That's what he said, I guess, right? And yeah, that was pretty much it on that. And I realized that these were too small. So I had to redo it. And that's what I did. I redid all 4. And I made them a lot longer than these. And then once I redid them, I realized I got to seal these up now. So I sealed it up with crazy glue first, which was really easy to do. It was just like 1, 2, 3. All you got to do is make sure there's a bubble around it. And that's what I did. Made the little bubble around, let it dry for about a good 5 to 10 minutes. And then I went ahead and started silicone in it. This is waterproof silicone. And it told me that before I start using water, it's like up to 30 minutes, but I should let it up to like 8 hours to dry. So that's what I did. I applied each 4 and then I let it dry up to 8 hours. And then I started, you know, doing things with water. But I had to do that with this this doggy dish here too, the dog food bowl, the air compartment. It's no longer a dog food bowl, it's the air compartment. And I had to basically poke the hole and then make the tube go in the hole and then seal the tube in the hole with the crazy glue and just repeat the whole process over again, what I did with the container. So I did that and it was pretty simple, but I had to wait for it to dry again. That was the pain in the ass. Like, I had about an extra hour to wait on the dog dish. And then once I did that, I went ahead and reapplied the same process from the bottom of the dish all the way to the bottom. I mean the top, I think it's the top of the dish. Yeah, the top of the dish and the bottom of the popcorn bucket. And I just reapplied again. Same process all over again, making sure it's completely sealed so that there's no water leakage whatsoever. I can't have water leakage on this because it's right above the battery pack. So if there's water leakage, you'll know instantly, and it's fucked instantly. There go the lights, that'll be done. But so far, it went pretty well, you know, and so far it is going pretty well. But you'll see that shortly because I'm spoiling it. This is a voiceover. Look at this. Look at all of it. And then I had to freaking do the lights here. The lights was tricky because I had to glue them on to the spot now. I can't screw them on. So I applied a little bit of glue around each hole on one side because the wires are connected and I don't want to pull the wires off the soldering area. Otherwise I got to solder it myself, and I'm not really good with that stuff. I didn't want to even try to learn it. I just wanted to keep it easy. So I was very careful not to yank or pull anything, and I applied the glue very carefully. I applied some glue on the dog food bowl, the air compartment as well. I'm going to keep calling it the dog bowl again, over and over again. And then I applied the silicone and made sure it was secure. Got it really gooey and secure, and then let it dry for another 8 hours again. And once that was done, I was like, you know what? I'm not satisfied with this. I need to make sure it's secure. So I found some screws that were a little bit longer, almost the same size, and I just started screwing in the holes again. But I knew that they were going to be longer, so I don't have to screw it in all the way, just so it locks in place and stays secure and as level as possible. So that's what I did. I knew this was going to happen. I did the measurements way before, so I got some liner from Home Goods. These are like table liners or whatever that you can just use for your tables and stuff, but I used them for this, and I cut up 2 sheets to line up as best as possible with the interior. And then I cut the strip again, making it a little thinner, and then just stuffed it in there, lining it up one at a time, one spot at a time, a little bit, and then this is what it came out looking like, basically. Excuse my English. Blah, blah. I hate voiceovers. But yeah, this is how it came out. I'm happy with it. It doesn't match completely, but it matches just enough. I'm happy with it. It came out really good. And it was made so that I don't have to fucking, like, if I have to open it again, I will, but I don't have to. So that's pretty much it on that. Now we gotta frickin' put the water in. Oh my god, I'm so freaking excited. Look at this. It's the gap is looking good. I'm not minding it at all. It's actually looking really good. I didn't expect it to look that good. I expected it to look a lot more like, I don't know, custom or ghetto-nomics 101. I don't know, but yeah, let's get this air pump in there and let's get the water in there and let's hook it up. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I'm plugging it in. Here we go. Holy shit, it's working. It's fucking working. It's working! Holy crap! Okay, so I am noticing it's only coming out of one hole right now, but that's okay. That's what she said, right? It's probably a balancing thing. I just gotta like figure out the level spot for it, but oh my god, it's working. It's fucking working. It's not leaking. And it's bubbling. Yes! Alright, I just gotta figure out the spot. Come on, we're gonna figure out this spot. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna cut away so we can figure out the spot. Yeah, so it's definitely a balancing thing. See, they come out the other holes. Yay! So I just gotta figure out the right spot for it, and they will come out the other holes. Sounds so weird me saying coming out the other holes. I'm talking about the bubbles, alright? I'm talking about the fucking bubbles, you dirty-minded, and I like that. But yeah. Now, what we got to do is put a figure inside this thing, and I know exactly who I want to put in here first. My boy Ronin. Yeah, boy. So, I hooked him up with this wire rig system here because I don't have a harness for him yet, and that's all right. It doesn't need to be fancy. I just wanted to hold him up. I'm going to hook him up with a breathing system, a breathing tube system, and I will be putting an alien xenomorph in here for those of you who want to see a xenomorph in here and not a turtle. But that'll be later in the music video. So watch the music video. Definitely check out the music video. But yeah, let me just get this guy in here. Holy crap, the water level is rising because he's so big. But I put enough gap in there so like there's just enough space left. But it's definitely rising for sure. It would have overflowed if I put too much. You know what? I'm going to cut away on this too because I want a specific spot, and I can tell this is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't have the hook system like the way Toy Dungeon did in his. I gotta come up with a Ghetto-nomics 101 system here, doing the finishing touches here, but I got it. I got what I want. I just need to get it in that spot. I think this is it. Yep, this is it. This is what I was going for, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, this is so awesome. I'm gonna leave the ring light on right now because I need all the light I can get here, but I am definitely gonna be turning off the lights soon so we can see these green lights. Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome. This is so awesome, right, man? Like this right here is what I was going for. All right, I got the lights off here. I need to turn off this other light, and then I want to turn on the other biochamber lights too. Let me just get this in a better spot. Switch it up here. Look at the aura. Look at the freaking light aura from the green tank. Oh, and then there they go. Oh my god, this is so freaking awesome, man. I am so fortunate to have these. Shout out to Toy Dungeon, aka IRONWING Collectables, once again for inspiring me to make this. Because I've always wanted to make my own. It's just I didn't know how I was gonna do it, and then I saw this popcorn bucket and I was like, yup, that's the winner. That's the one I'm gonna do it to. So yeah, shout out to my boy Kenny Soggins once again for getting this for me too. I did not expect this. I was waiting for January 2025 to get one of these, but I got one of these now. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I was holding it too long, right? Let me get something here. Just trying to figure out balance. I'm gonna put this paper under here, and that should get all the bubbles to go. Let me see. Give me another. Show me bubbles coming from another spot. Come on, man. Coming from the same spot. There we go. Okay. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is so awesome. This is so fucking awesome. Guys, this is pretty much it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make it and go through all the bits of me, putting it together. But now you're gonna see a music video, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for next Sunday for April O'Neil review. I'm your host Robot. That's my co-host J5. Peace, your mother.